right, like I said, just a few moments. Come on up, get your seats, We even have front row seating available at no additional charge. Front row seating and no additional charge.
Entirely free, we promise.
Okay, never mind. They're gonna ignore me. I see how it is. Hey, they're back.
Hey, our friends are back.
This one's gonna be different.
Yes, we have a completely new show in store for you. You have seen our silly show. You have seen our danger show. Now get ready for historically dangerous show.
That's right, this show is going to focus a bit more on the history and the interesting facts about the acts that we are going to do. It's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of weird stuff to show you because there was a lot of weird stuff back then.
There's a lot of weird stuff still, yeah.
Yeah, it still is.
We have all sorts of fun things for you. We will be making jokes and, well, I guess I could say cracking jokes. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're pretty snappy.
Pretty snappy.
I like you. I think we have the same sense of humor. Hey, do you know how to kill a circus? You go for the juggler. The juggler. Do you know the difference between a well-dressed man on a bicycle and a poorly dressed man on a unicycle? A tire. Okay, she's here for part two. Let's go. We got two people that like dumb humor. Our kind of crowd. Come on over. We just got about 4 minutes till the start of the show. If you guys aren't here, we will cry.
We are giving out 1 minute every minute to you folks. So come on by for a free minute. We have 4 of them to give away. No drawing necessary.
Stupid. Alright, let's see. We got about 4 minutes. I don't want to be rude to our friends here already waiting. So here, tell you what, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of juggling. One of my favorite things. Here we go, a little bit of juggling. That's enough of that. Yeah. That's usually about the amount of juggling people want to see. No, I realize juggling is not everybody's favorite thing in the circus, but people like jugglers way more than they like the clowns.
Hey!
Those guys are weird.
That's so rude.
That's my kind of weird, though. It's fine.
I am also a professional clown by trade. He's being mean. Do I have a name?
An egg.
Oh, an egg. No, I don't have an egg. That was on my 5-year to-do list, and now I'm like, do I really need an egg? Do I need an egg? I have lots of eggs at home.
So, for those of you that are curious on what they might be talking about, what do you mean an egg? Traditionally, there is a clown museum that if you get your face trademarked, so you get your face paint trademarked, and that is your face paint, the traditional way to do it is you paint that marking on a eggshell and you give the egg
Get the egg? Okay.
to the museum, and that is how you trademark your clown face. So if you ever hear somebody saying, oh, do you got an egg? That's what they're referring to. Traditional clown.
Yes. A lot of very traditional trained or college-trained clowns will state that you are not really a full clown unless you have an egg, which I think is incorrect. I believe there's a clown that lives inside of all of us, sometimes even 2 clowns. One's gay, and so's the other. What am I gonna do about it?
Now, talking about so talking a little bit about the classic circus and things like that, a lot of people also will ask us if we've gone to school for this. Hey, you guys are really good at the circus stuff. Have you guys gone, whoopsie, hold on, I got it, to school for these kinds of things? The answer is no, for a couple different reasons. One is most of the schools in the United States are youth circuses. We didn't get into this until we were out of our teens, so we weren't eligible. But also, the ones that you can go to, like the big one in Quebec, that gets more applicants and less people accepted than Harvard University. It is easier to get into Harvard than to go to a traditional circus school nowadays.
And with that statistic, you could only imagine how expensive those circus schools are.
They are.
For like a 6-week curriculum to like a 2-year curriculum, it's insane. And we, as full-time performers already,
are broke.
And on a budget!
And there's no grants for those either. Anyways. All right, we're gonna have our show in what, about 2 minutes? I think about 1 minute till showtime. Let's see here. 1 minute till showtime. Let's see. Are you guys ready for a show? All right, so my name is Chunk. Chunk. It's been a long day already. Chuck.
Chunk is our couple's name.
Yeah, it's Skunk and Chuck combined. My name's Chuck. I work in the circus traditionally as a juggler, but kind of a jack of all trades, master of a few, I'd say. But basically a procurer of many a dumb, stupid human tricks.
And my name is Skunk, and I am also a professional circus performer. I am also a jack of all trades, but the ones that he doesn't do, which helps a lot.
Cover each other's weaknesses.
We do cover each other's weaknesses, it's true.
And this show is going to be a little bit different. You see, we're going to talk a little bit about the history of some of the skills that we are doing, because we might not look at, or we probably do at this point, we are nerds.
We love Magic the Gathering. That's right.
That's right. We love things like horror films. One of our favorite things to do is watch stupid horror movies. If anybody needs some recommendations for some stupid movies you have probably never seen or heard of, like Attack of the Killer Donuts.
Oh, or Sharks of the Corn.
Sharkula. Sharkula is also a real good one. That one's fun. Okay, we got some fans of dumb movies. Let's go.
And we also thoroughly enjoy comic books, if you could believe it. Whoa. Heck yeah, woohoo, Excelsior.
Well, we'd like to share with you some of our favorite tricks that also have a fun story behind it. You see, a lot of the tricks that we have learned over the years come from vaudeville. Vaudeville was a time roughly between 1880 to about 1940, where the primary form of entertainment was theater shows, of vaudeville shows, where performers would come on stage and do basically whatever they wanted to. You'd have dancers, you'd have jugglers, you'd have musicians, you'd have magicians. There would be all sorts of stuff at that time.
Can anyone guess what the most popular vaudeville show was of all time? The highest paid? Any guesses in the audience?
Here, let's give him a hint. So,
he's really good at
this vaudeville performer was the highest paid headline performer at the Moulin Rouge, the sexy place that's famous for the can-can, their wonderful ladies, and their seductive acts. The highest grossing, most popular performer they ever had. Do you know what his act was? Farting on stage.
On command. It's true, folks. The highest paid Moulin Rouge performer of all time was a professional farter.
Yes.
They hadn't met Chuck yet, so of course they went with the first one they found.
Hey, wait a minute. Some of the tricks that he would do, he would blow out a candle from across the room about a couple feet away. He would be able to fart the national anthem of the different places he was in, as well as other stunts with just controlling his abdomen and his bowels. He performed for kings and queens all across the land, and in today's money, he would have been a multi-millionaire.
It's true.
For farting.
Obviously, entertainment has not changed much. We still like the same.
We still like the lowbrow stuff.
No, we do.
But that's some of the fun stories that we're going to talk about today. And continuing on with vaudeville, there were famous acts such as the farter from the Moulin Rouge. Most people can only name one famous vaudeville performer to this day. He was a magician who would hang upside down and escape from a straitjacket. He was famous for making an elephant disappear, and he had 12 trained cars for one act, for one show. Does anyone know who that might be?
Is it Houdini?
Harry Houdini, that is right. That's the only person most people can name. Maybe if you're a tap dancer, you might know Maxie Ford, who invented the turning Maxie Fords, was also a vaudeville performer. But there were famous vaudeville performers in my profession as well. You see, I am primarily a juggler. The most famous juggler at that time was a man named Enrico Rastelli, coming over from Italy, so famous that in his hometown there is still a statue of him doing some of his famous tricks. He was so famous that when he passed away at the young age of 27, from the trick I'm about to show him actually, he passed away at the age of 27. It was such a tragedy that over 5,000 people showed up to his funeral to show respects. He was one of the household names at the time, and nowadays, nobody knows who he was. But the trick that he was famous for, one of the tricks that actually took his life, was this. It uses a ball and a stick. Now in this case, I'm actually gonna, here, I picked on you a little bit earlier last show. You don't need to come up on stage or anything, but can you catch?
Yeah.
Okay, here you go, just like that. In just a moment, you're gonna toss that nice and high, nice and gentle. I'm gonna take this stick and I'm gonna hold it in a weird spot. I'm gonna hold it in my mouth. You are then going to toss it, and I'm roughly around the face region of the juggler. That's me. And I'm gonna try to catch the ball balanced on the end of the stick. Hold on.
Oh, wow!
Yes, careful! Yes! There we go, there we go. And now a hard trick. Hard one. There we go. Oh, hold on. Are you ready?
He's very good at his mouth.
Wait.
Sorry.
Should I try a harder one?
Yeah.
Okay, now this one's really hard. It doesn't always work. I will give it 2 tries, so we got a lot of stuff to show you, so I don't want to get stuck on one trick. Here we go, a harder one. All right, here we go. And
Whoa! First try! Big round of applause. Incredible. Oh no, not the mic. Oh, your balls finally dropped.
hey, stop it. So, it might seem silly that I said that the most famous juggler at the time passed away from such a trick. What went wrong is he got a cut from the mouse stick. It led to an infection leading to pneumonia, which at the time was a death sentence. But speaking of death sentence, there are different tricks throughout the years that are famous for killing the performers. There is things such as the bullet catch that the magicians would do, or buried alive, where there is a running tally of who has died and when. And in sideshow, there is things like sword swallowing, fire breathing, very, very dangerous, has also taken a number of lives. But what about in juggling? Is there such a trick? Yes, there is, and it adds actually a version of this trick. See, instead of a ball and a stick, we would use a dagger and a sword. Now, I actually will admit, we have brought a lot of different things today to make sure that there was not any repeat tricks. I accidentally forgot the sword, but we're gonna use this bat instead. What the trick would normally be is they would have a sword, they would balance the sword on the tip of the dagger. The reason it would be so dangerous is because then they would take the saber, pulling it up above their head. If it falls from the tip, the sword is coming into the juggler, impaling them, killing them almost instantly. Luckily, we don't have a sword today, so I don't think we need to worry.
Come back tomorrow. We'll have it then.
But if this does go wrong, there is still a axe blade sliding down towards me. It can still be very, very dangerous. In fact, I already got hurt a little bit earlier in the show from just such a thing, and we weren't even trying something near as dangerous. So I'm gonna try to balance it and lift it above my head, just like they would traditionally do with a sword.
So much danger. Goodness gracious, I really hate when he does that one. You should really see it with the long blade. It's insane.
It's a
But
rapier.
I don't know my swords. I just stand to the side and steal them from other people. It's okay. All right, so I did mention earlier that I am a part of the freak show, the sideshow community. I specialize in one very specific thing. This thing is called blockhead. And it's not just because my jokes are bad, but I will admit that that is also true. Now, traditional blockhead goes all the way back to a man named Melvin Burkhart. Melvin Burkhart was also known as the anatomical wonder.
Don't Google that. Do not Google the anatomical wonder. You will not get the results you're hoping for. Or maybe you will.
Depends on the type of person you are, I guess. I'm sure Melvin would have loved it. But this man was known in the sideshow for being able to breathe with only one lung at a time. And he also had the capability of being able to suck his stomach in so much that you could see his spine through his stomach. Now, blockhead started because of Melvin, because he was conscious during a nasal surgery that he had to have. And he discovered Wow, my nasal cavities didn't really feel that at all. I wonder what else I could stick up there. And sure enough, the blockhead industry was created. Now, since Melvin, there have been a million things put into people's faces. I do not recommend trying this at home. I have gone through a lot of conditioning and training to widen these holes. But fair warning, I got a couple giggles, thank you. But fair warning, it does get more and more gross as I go, folks. So hold on to your seats, and I will not be offended if you look away. It really is okay. So to start out, let's start out with something very traditional. I have 3-inch stainless steel carpentry nails. And just to get ahead of the rumors, I am about to stick a bunch of real objects into my face. None of this is gimmicked. We do not have the money to make collapsible objects, although maybe one day.
Those are expensive.
Very expensive. But without further ado.
No.
Yep. I got a couple of my go-to reactions that
Nope.
it's actually, when you say no, it's pronounced nose. French people usually miss it, you know. But wait, there's more. Nailed it! Yes, thank you. Thank you. Man, you guys are giving me some really good faces for layers.
I think some of them are just reminded of 2020.
Oh man, I was a blast during COVID. Every time I'd go in for a test, I would make the nurses giggle so much. Very grateful for my skills, specifically during that time. It does kind of remind me of hospital clowns. Just making people in hard situations giggle a little. But after the first thing on my roster, I do like to check on my audience, make sure everybody's doing okay. I know people get a little heated and a little bit of a cold shoulder once I start using my nasal cavity for things other than sneezing and breathing. So I would like to take the temperature of the atmosphere and see where we're at. Thank you. I understand the reaction, don't worry. It is a very rare performance. I'm sure it's quite shocking. But you've got to admit, it's certainly well done.
I don't know. I think people at this point are thinking those jokes are a little foul. But they can't call you chicken.
Oh, we're about to have some beef, Chuck. Oh, man. But don't fret. Perfect 98.6. The right temperature for a human to be out in public, at least, for certain. For our next trick, I don't want to leave the kitchen yet. Not going to make any of those jokes yet. But me and Chuck, like he said in one of our previous shows, we are professional performers. We travel all over the Midwest, all over the country, and sometimes all over the world performing what we do. And one of the things that we enjoy most about traveling is the food. And what is a meal without dessert? So of course, I always have my dessert spoons with me. I should really move that for this, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. Was that 2 spoon for y'all? 2 spoon? Hey, I did say the jokes were bad at the beginning of this. You can't blame me now, alright? Yes. Things are getting progressively more wild as we go on. It is getting so exciting. You see, I feel like we're really warming up to each other. Things are going really well. And why not add, why not add a little icebreaker into the mix, huh? And what better icebreaker than a joke? You guys like jokes, yeah? All right, now, you know what they say about lobotomies, right? Oh, I don't remember.
Oh my god.
Now, I understand that the mallet is quite intense. It can send a shiver down your spine. I do get it. But don't worry, I brought something that will very likely cut through all of this thick tension in the air. Don't fret, folks. I am not out of tricks just yet. I'm so sorry. But the slide whistle is not the only thing that I took out of my clown kit for this show. You see, I also brought my balloons, my tadpoles, and if you see anything else, that's right. We are waiting until marriage. All right. Now, people often ask, what are you going to do? Are you going to blow the balloon up? The answer, believe it or not, is yes. I had to get creative with inflation. They wanted new stuff, new material. What can I say? Sounds for you.
Oh my god.
Now, normally I cover this part up, but I think that this crowd, I don't get to show off how gross this is for everybody. Yeah, just like that. Okay. I have officially made it to my last bit of Blockhead. Now, if you guys noticed, as I was talking about Melvin Burkhart and the start of Blockhead, I did pull out something that maybe left you a little confused in the beginning of this. But if you don't know what's about to happen, I'm afraid I can't help you. I've given you a lot of hints. I really put my nose to it, you know? Now, don't worry, folks, this is not a drill. I am a trained professional. Wait a minute. Maybe this is a drill. But I am still a trained, paid professional. Please do not try any of these tricks at home, or it will be a very unpleasant doctor's visit. Trust me, I've been there. But, it's like playing the violin. I would like to address the elephant in the room before I do this last Blockhead trick. I did buy the cement bit red. It's only a little bit of blood. I promise. So, without further ado, everybody, the finale.
Okay, that was amazing, but let's slow it in a little bit. I feel like we need a little bit of a palate cleanser. Now,
Clever.
thank you. We often get asked a lot of different questions while performing. One of those is, how do you learn these tricks? Some are like, hey, do you have any world records? But one of the big ones is, why? It's a really good question.
Because we love it. It is very enjoyable for us. Being able to connect with our audience is our favorite
It's a
part.
lot of fun. But now I would like to share with you a very silly trick. This trick was made popular, again, in vaudeville with one of the famous jugglers at the time named Cartella. He was famous for being a gentleman juggler where he would use everyday objects to entertain his audience. And this trick that he invented goes like this. He would take a dinner tray with some cups. He would attach the cups to the tray. Then he would take spoons. He would place the spoons in front of the trays, throwing all of them up into the air, catching them into the cups, hopefully all at the same time. So I'm going to try that for you guys right now. And if I miss this, the next part of this explanation is going to be very embarrassing. Okay, here we go. Let's see if it works. Catching all 4 cups, or all 4 spoons in all 4 cups. Just like that. Now, this might seem like a silly trick, but believe it or not, I actually hold the world record with this trick. One of my friends, he's a juggling historian. He writes for the International Jugglers Association, writing historical articles. He reached out, he said, Chuck, I know you like weird tricks, I know you do this trick. Would you be willing to try to break the world record? We have a picture, but pictures do not no longer count, of somebody doing 24 cups with 24 spoons all at the same time. I said, David, I'll help you out, I'll try to do it. After a few weeks of preparation, of prototyping, I finally made a prototype. Now, it didn't quite work out because I actually had a little bit extra room. Because rather than doing 25 or 26, I did 49 cups with 49 spoons. I tried to double the record, but when I made it, I had enough room for 1 extra, so I ended up doing 49, holding the world record for this silly trick. Now, I would like to also show you a different version of this trick, a dangerous version of this trick. You might be thinking, how in the world could you make such a silly trick into a dangerous one? We will be using something. Now, I don't know if anybody here is big nerds like us who love fantasy. We actually have a group that every year watches one of our favorite trilogies called The Lord of the Rings. Does anyone know the vegetable that the hobbits would eat in The Lord of the Rings? Potatoes. But technically, if you read the book, it was actually mushrooms. But we're going to use potatoes instead. So I'm going to take these potatoes, I'm going to put them on the end of these sticks here. So rather than cups, we have potatoes. And rather than spoons, we are going to use knives. So I'm going to attempt to flip the knives up into the potatoes, sticking inside, hopefully, the potatoes, and hopefully not sticking inside of the juggler. Hopefully. Well, we're going to try it for you guys right here. A bit of a weird one, a bit of an old one. Trying to catch the knives into the potatoes. Just like that. Oh, that one didn't quite stick, but we got most of the way there. Just like that. Oh, it's better than you could do. Just like that.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Chuck, so much. Now, on to another historical little tidbit. One of my favorite things to do, circus related, is something called bottle walking. Now, bottle walking started in the cabaret, in the vaudeville. These women would be very scantily clad and walk across champagne bottles for your entertainment. Now, this incredibly dangerous feat, it was breaking ankles and whatnot, as long as it's been around. But it is quite an excellent thing to witness. Another person who brought bottle walking over from Europe was a person named Bianca Parsage. Now, she had an incredible act where she dressed up in all black, in black point shoes with a black tail and black ears. And she would walk on point over champagne bottles in the streets, busking for money. It was absolutely incredible. I am still amazed to this day. I am not a ballerina. Point shoes are incredibly tumultuous. They are a very scary thing to do. So I will be doing some bottle walking in something that's also very dangerous. Heels. That's right, folks. Dangerous. Very, very dangerous. And I have hiked my skirt up so that you can see what I am doing. Now, I did state that this can be quite dangerous. So there are some tricks I might need a take or two. I hope you can take a minute or so to allow me to have that. But, without further ado, I have my very first bottle, and I shall demonstrate what a bottle walker does. Thank you. I know, a little underwhelming right now. I promise it gets more suspenseful. Maybe, hopefully. Ooh. Toes crossed, right? Toes crossed. Now, for this next one, I will attempt. Ooh. Oh. I will attempt to move this bottle here in front of me while on top of the bottles, trying to maintain my balance, trying not to fall. And if I can do that, then I will move on to the next portion of this act. So without further ado. Ooh, no. All right, 1 second here. Listen, folks, it's so scary to do this in front of such an audience like yourselves. I swear, I do this all the time. All right, and very carefully, just like that. Sweating? You're sweating. What are you talking about? So, 3 bottles is fun, 3 bottles is nice, but I always find that adding a few extra is certainly more fun. So here I will try 5 whole bottles in a row. And hopefully my ankles make it out of this okay. If you weren't here for the earlier shows, I do not have health insurance, but I promise it'll be okay. Alright, we're just gonna pretend like that didn't happen, guys. Alright, and back up. Thank you, folks, thank you. Now, if that didn't seem a little risky, well, what if I upped the notches a little bit, risked my safety a little more? I have this vase here. It is longer than my forearm. It is just about as long as my shin. If I fall from this, this will also probably be the last trick of the show because Chuck will have to drive me to the urgent care. Now, I will potentially require multiple takes for this, so please hang with me as I do this gravity-defying feat. The balance is very important, as is the placement, and I will do my absolute darndest. Very much. Hard bottle for what? That was the only one I didn't take 2 takes for. That's right.
All right, we have enough time for one more trick. Now this one's really cool because it's actually the first trick I learned in the circus. I'm known as a juggler, but juggling was not the first trick. No, this next thing I'm about to show you is actually based off of an old penny farthing. The penny farthings are those old tiny bikes with a huge wheel in front and a tiny wheel in back. A penny to a farthing was the ratio of size from the one wheel to the other. This next thing was invented when people would try tricks on those bikes. They learned that they could ride around on just the front wheel, eventually taking away the back wheel entirely, removing the handles, and shrinking the wheel a little bit. And that is where we get the unicycle from. It's actually from a penny farthing. Now, I would like to try riding a unicycle for you guys, but since it's the last trick of the show, if I were to ride on a little one, that would not make for a good finale. So instead, we have brought this That's right, a unicycle that is almost as tall as I am. In just a moment, I will try. It's definitely taller than you, I'm sorry. In a moment, I will try to get up on this unicycle, and I will try to juggle 3 clubs at the same time for the last trick of the show. A lot of people usually wonder how I hop up on this thing. I'll show you. It's a very difficult technique I like to call jump. But if I can make it all the way up, the skunk will then hand me 3 clubs, and I will try to juggle. Okay, here we go. Oh boy. And oh, this is always the hardest part. Okay, here we go. Jumping on the unicycle, trying to balance, just like, oh boy, okay, hold on, I got this. Okay, oh boy, hold on, okay, I didn't quite make it, but it's okay. I think I can fix it. Just 1 second, I'll be right with you. Okay, hold on 1 second, Skunk. I'm almost ready. Hey, oh boy, okay, hold on, I got this. Hey, oh no, oh, I hate it when it does that. I just gotta, ow, oh that hurt. Don't laugh at that, stop it. Ow. And we got it, yes! And now, like I said, Skunk will hand me 3 clubs, and I will now attempt to juggle on the unicycle. That's right. Why are you being so weird? Just give me the clubs. Come on. We have one more trick. What? No. Put those back. We said we were going to juggle the clubs.
I didn't bring the clubs.
Oh, then put them away. They don't want to see that.
Unless we can get a really big cheer here. You guys want to see the knives?
Don't encourage her. I'm really sick and tired of having to replace the tire when this goes wrong. I don't want to. Okay, fine. You know, now you're arguing with someone with a weapon. You didn't think this through. Okay, you have to. It's fine. I tell you what. Since it's the last trick of the show, we're going to give you the option. Do you guys want the easy way or the hard way? Easy way it is.
Hey, wait. We are people pleasers. Come on now. Clinically diagnosed. Let's go.
Fine. So let me explain. The easy way. I would have held on to all 3. I would attempt to juggle. It would be a cool trick. But instead, since the hard way was chosen, Skunk, in a moment, will throw that to me. I will then attempt to juggle all 3 of these knives. If this trick is to go wrong, we hope someone knows the number to 911.
I really wish we practiced.
That would have been nice.
That would have been really nice.
Here you go. It's fine. We're going to try it though. Here we go. Are you ready?
Get out of the way. If it goes wrong, okay?
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Oh no!
Let's give it up for Skunk!
I can't handle it. He's trying to bring that to court.
Now I'll tell you what. I would like to try one trick. A very famous trick. One of the first tricks jugglers learn while juggling is to take one of these and throw it under their leg. And I'm going to try it on the unicycle. To make this work, I need to take my leg all the way up this unicycle for just 1 moment, making room for that knife to pass underneath. If this trick is to go wrong, Skunk will then have to grab it off the ground for me so we can try again. And if this trick is to go very wrong, Skunk will catch me and keep me safe.
Yay!
Thank you.
Not my first time
Thanks for the
carrying that
enthusiasm. I appreciate it. She normally doesn't. She valiantly dives out of the way. Okay. Here we go. We're going to try it anyway. We'll just hope it goes right. Here we go. Now there's the juggle. Now I just got to sync up the juggling with the unicycle to throw it under the legs. Here we go. Just like this. Yes! Now, tell you what, we really appreciate you guys spending some time with us. So, as a little bit of a thank you from us to you, we would like to get you guys a really cool picture. If anybody would like an amazing picture, get your cameras out, turn to picture mode. We'll get you a really cool one on the count of 3. Are you ready?
I am.
All right, you know what to do. Okay, here we go. There's the cameras. Okay, get ready to take your picture on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Quick, take the pictures! Take them! Take them! Did you get it?
Yeah!
You did, okay. Anybody who took photos, those are gonna look great. Anybody videotaping, that's gonna look stupid.
So
It's
ridiculous.
gonna look terrible. Okay, hold on. Let me hop down off this thing. Hup.
that is our last trick of the show. We want to thank you guys so much for being here with us today for our first day at the Michigan Tattoo Fest. We do have our hat up here if you want to share any of your spare change. This is what we do for a living. We can't do this without your help.
That's right. So if you'd like to help us out and show some appreciation back, like I was just said, we do have a tip jar as well as a QR code for those of you more digitally inclined to help us keep doing this job.
We do also have this fancy hat here, and with your help, we can indeed make it all the way to the brim.
We can fill that thing to the top if we work together. But if not, even if you just want to come up, give us a handshake, give us a high five, tell us you like the show, that means a lot to us as well.
Yes, come say hi. We'll be at the edge of the stage for some jibber jabbers if you want to come up and have some. We have plenty to spare.
Thank you so much again. My name is Chuck.
And my name is Skunk.
And enjoy the rest of the Michigan Tattoo Expo. Thank you!
Thank you guys.
Oh, thank you guys. We appreciate that. Wow, the kids are making the adults look cheap.
Really bad, guys.
Wow.
Really bad, even in this economy.
Again, give it up for Chuck and Skunk, their final show of the evening, but we'll be back tomorrow. Make sure you're back here tomorrow. We'd love to see you. Real quick, Tony LeBrie, you might know me from Banana 101.5 in Flint, or maybe at some other tattoo shows in the past. We've got a bunch of concert tickets we're going to be giving away here throughout the weekend. Like a bunch. Let me just run down the list of some of these shows. We've got tickets to see Jimmy World, Godsmack, Muse, Motionless in White, Lil Wayne, Five Finger Death Punch, My Chemical Romance, Rob Zombie and Manson, Suicide Boys, Baby Metal, and I've got a pair of tickets I want to give away right now. I know somebody in this building has to have this tattoo. Somebody's got to have a Wu-Tang tattoo in this building. If you've got Wu-Tang tattooed on you, come and see me. I've got tickets for you to see the band this summer while it lasts. I'm sure there's more than one person, so several people, come on up, we'll get you hooked up.
Thanks, I know the girl that did it. Is Eleanor going with it? All of them. All right, you got her? Yeah. Like when I got into it, oh yeah, by the way, he's one part. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, he's just you're gonna learn. I thought he was great. South County, you couldn't figure out how to get here. He goes, I don't want you to do that. And I go, yeah. What? He goes, have you listened to anything I told you? I said, yeah. And you know it. Figure it out. Yes.